Things just keep getting better for the San Diego Padres. Robert Suarez getting some national love and attention as he is the March-April NL reliever of the month. Pretty dang good numbers there. Let's talk about him, and let's talk about why this even made me realize, I have not given him enough love this year, and I don't think everybody in the Padres fandom and ecosystem has given him enough love and all that he is doing. What's going on, everybody? I'm Christian Pedersen, back with another episode of Padres Digest. Let's talk about Robert Suarez and all those numbers, but before we do, I got to ask you really quick, can I do the obligatory YouTube thing of saying, can you hit the subscribe button, please? All right, done talking about it. Let's go back to those numbers right there. Robert Suarez, I mean, that's nasty. I love it. I'm all here for it. I think it's great to see Padres cutting through the West Coast Dodger bias and getting some actual national love and attention from Major League Baseball and its stodgy writers. Look, I think that it also just kind of makes me zoom out a little bit and realize, for myself, born in 1990, and I know that the Padres fandom spans a wide era or a wide number of eras, but for me, born in 1990, I think my kind of, other than the 98 team, my identity of the Padres has always been having a good closer, and Trevor Hoffman and Heath Bell and Houston Street and whoever is your dude down that list. Of all the, maybe you have a Craig Kimbrell jersey or something, like maybe that was your thing. But the Padres always had a really good closer, and to still have the best guy in baseball, one of the best guys, you whatever you want to say, he's got more saves than 5 other teams currently have. It's weird to have that guy still on the team, but have so much other success in the other parts of baseball. We have multiple pitchers who are pitching like aces, who are pitching like ones with Pivetta and King. And we got videos on all these other guys. So everyone I'm talking about here, you can go, that's why I say hit the subscribe button. You can go check out all we got. But we got offensively, Manny and Fernando's having like a great year. Manny's having another good year. We've got Holy Sheets. We've got Merrill. He's been a little bit injured, but he's coming back. Like I broke down in a video earlier this week. Like we've got 4 or 5 dudes, 2 or 3 other guys. It's just crazy to reach this point where it's like, okay, we are talking about our good closer, our elite closer, as like the 4th or 5th story on any given major Padres series. And that is awesome. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about the guy and give him a little love. And for those of you that maybe are not like absolute numbers junkies breaking it all down, I just want to highlight, we'll show you first just what his numbers are. This is for the whole season, not just the month that he won, and then also the career stats, so you can get a bigger picture in case you don't know who he is. Suarez is having another fantastic year, but if you are not the numbers junkie, but you are interested in this kind of stuff because you are now watching YouTube videos about the Padres and you want it all kind of summarized, I'll show you what Suarez is contributing to in a larger picture, and that is the number one bullpen in baseball. Although I suppose, according to PETA, we're not supposed to call them arm barns. Leave a comment. Do you like arm barns? Should I start calling them arm barns? But the bullpen for the San Diego Padres, right there, you see it organized by ERA. That is a pretty good determining factor. But any way you slice it or dice it, in terms of the more advanced runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs on a Tuesday against left-handed batters born before Capricorn, or like what baseball, you've got so many millions of different ways that you can dice the numbers. But right now, using this the main couple of permutations of strikeouts, ERA, whip, you get something like this in terms of the top teams in a couple of different permutations. But the Padres are across the board pretty much the number one bullpen in all of baseball. And with your guy Suarez being the anchor for that, it to me is crazy that it goes this unstated, that the Padres are winning games because they get up and they stay up, or the rare occasion that they have been down and needed to come back, the bullpen tends to come in and immediately stop the bleeding. And that is something that I think you can... Look, you guys love to jump in the comments and call me hyperbolic and say I'm being dramatic. The title on this one is not clickbait. It's very toned down. But you can also take away a pretty good feeling for where a team is. And obviously we've seen that injuries can immediately curtail or hurt or help a situation like this. But I think if you look at the Padres right now and say, okay, keep the core of this, assume that it can deviate up or down a little bit, but keep the core of this healthy for the season, put it into a playoff formatting. What does it yield the bigger picture of Padres' success? And when the Padres have best closer or one of the best closers in baseball, plus a bullpen that ranks at or amongst the top in every single category, you have a team that maybe doesn't need a 5-starter. You have a team that maybe can pitch all their starters 5 innings comfortably in a series. No one's ever comfortable, but like, you get what I'm saying. You have a team that has way more flexibility and breathing room in the general concept of how to navigate something like beating the Dodgers, beating the Phillies, getting to then whoever slop-ass team comes from the AL to be the cannon fodder for the National League team that wins, who's going to go on to win the World Series. Like, that is how you get to that route of, or at least check off the box of not having to worry situationally about if our 2 horses don't get, like, if King and Pivetta don't get 7-inning dubs or complete games, like, the plan falls apart, the blueprint's not there. We've seen that be the shortcoming of Padres teams in recent seasons, not last year, but in the last couple of years. We have seen some Padres teams fall apart because of a lack of arm depth. We've got videos breaking down when everybody's returning, like Musgrove and Darvish and some of the other guys. Like, there are arms that will be coming off. There will be some depth added. But right now, we've seen on the starting pitching side the concept of we're going to drop Kyle Hart down and go with a 4-man rotation for 7 days until we really need to talk about who's going to come back up and fill that. So, like, we're not replete with arms. So any advantage that we can get in a series where assumedly there will be tons of offense, or at least big batters that require tons of pitch counts and throwing of pitching full counts and foul ball, like, it just seems most likely you will need depth on the pitching side, both at the rotation and at the bullpen. And if the Padres so far through this season have the man of the hour right now, Robert Suarez, anchoring that, plus everything else going in front of him, it seems like all is good news and things are just getting better for the San Diego Padres with each passing game. We survived the Tampa Bay skid. I think we're all going to be fine. Let me know, though, what you think. Drop a comment below. And like I said at the beginning, if you could hit the subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. We have a bunch of content coming out about all things Padres. My motto is just to ride emotionally shotgun with you this season. Talk to you guys soon.